YouTube decided I'm no longer allowed to use the music in my intro, so now, until I find another one, you're stuck with my voice.
What is up, guys? My name is Olympia Yo. I am basically just a sub of Slim, and he has very kindly let me come onto his channel to do a bit of a discussion today. So I'll just go talk about myself a little bit, and then I'll go into discussion. My name is Will Lucas. I'm 24, living in England, in London. I basically work at Double Negative, which is a visual effects company for Blockbuster Films. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever since it started, ever since it came out, and that was like 11 years ago it was now. I'm just like, love the game, as we all do. I've been YouTubing for about like 2 years, say now. Been kind of really getting into it the past year, so I really appreciate if you could come over to my channel. The channel is Olympia Yo, but that's enough about me. Without further ado, I'm going to get into the discussion that I want to bring up today, and that discussion is the ban list season and how you kind of cope and deal with the ban list season. Now, I'm not going to talk about my predictions. I'm not going to talk about cards that should be banned, shouldn't be banned, limited, so on and so forth, because a million other people are doing that. That's not what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about how you kind of deal with the whole season of the ban list. There are many different things that go on in the ban list season. There are a lot of fake ban lists flying around, and there are a lot of kind of big YouTubers saying that, oh, this is going to be banned and this is going to be unbanned, and then the market kind of fluctuates towards that. Asian Eyes was one of the big ones last time that kind of pushed Goyo a little bit, I think it was, and that just went all ballistic. People like that have such influence on the community but have zero influence on the list, but people still fall for the same tricks, if you know what I mean. Personally, I don't really prepare for it as such. I'll always keep an eye out, on the sources, but regardless of what happens, I'll never go with a source unless it is completely confirmed on the site, or Shriek is normally pretty bulletproof with these type of things. The other thing is how we have the OCG and the TCG now. Normally, as we all know, they were quite aligned in the cards that were hit, but it's kind of gone off on a tangent now. We're kind of very different to the OCG now. We can't really go off the OCG lists anymore that come out earlier. The OCG list has come out now. We all know what that is. We just can't depend on it anymore, and it feels like we have less of a source to go on. We have basically no sources to go on. We don't know what to expect at all. We can do our best guesses, but we don't know what to expect at all in this season now. Now we have a lot more ban lists coming up. We have 3 or 4 ban lists a year. It just makes everyone go a little bit insane. As I said, like, people buying up Goyos, it's kind of quite funny just to sit back and watch it, if I'm completely honest, because I didn't buy into it. I have a Goyo anyway, so I wasn't really that bothered. But it's funny to see people kind of fall over and try and get their one foot in the door before even the doors open. So it's just one thing that people should try and kind of sit back on. But I understand why people do it, and I used to do that as well. I used to try and like get ahead of the game, get those cards before there was a big rise and a big demand for them, so I can make a bit of a profit. It's just not doable anymore because, as I said, the OCG was kind of our safety net and warning signal as to what was possibly going to happen, but now that's just kind of out of the blue. Maybe a couple of cards might align on the same list, but there are just some completely different things that are happening. Trishula, for example, no way near coming back with us by the looks of it. So yeah, I want to know how you actually deal with it. Do you guys stay up and kind of sit at that computer, chained to the desk, get your supplies going, get those cans of Coke, water, stockpile all the food and everything? Do you just get everything like that? Do you maybe get some mates around? That's quite a cool thing to do. I've never done that, but I always thought it'd be quite a cool thing to do, you know, get like a gathering of people, and all of you jump on those eBay sites, Amazon, you know, Troll and Toad and Chaos Cards, jump on all those sites and just buy them up as soon as it comes out. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people do make a bit of a profit from Yu-Gi-Oh! And having the best trades is a kind of a big thing. Because without good trades, you're not going to get the next set cards, you're not going to get the cards you want, and obviously you don't get to build the decks that you need. So it's kind of an interesting thing. Personally, as I said, I don't really interact as much. I don't go berserk. Like, if there's a card that comes out that I need, or a card that becomes unbanned, I'll probably pick up. I probably have it already because I have quite a few ban cards just being involved in the game from when they're all around. It's one that I don't really get involved in. I definitely do sit back, and I definitely do enjoy watching kind of everything go flying about. I won't really make many predictions just because I don't see the point, like, because I'm probably going to be wrong if I'm completely honest. We can call all the obvious things like Wolfbarg, probably, maybe, could be hit. at some point, and all the consistent decks probably going to have something hit in them. That's just the way Konami work. That's the way they actually keep the business rolling, because if they just left consistent good decks from previous formats going untouched and don't touch the consistency, then what's the point in moving to something new that a player doesn't know the consistency of? They're going to stick with the old and going to stick with something consistent. That kind of answers that question, why they need to do it. If I've got a meta deck, I'll normally get rid of it coming up to the ban list. If it gets hit, great. If it doesn't matter. I already have a million decks. So that's basically the discussion. I want to know what you guys do during ban list season. Do you go in, make all your predictions? Do you go with your gut instinct, or do you just kind of sit back and wait until it comes out and then jump straight on the site, or do you just leave it completely and say, I'll pick it up later? I just want to say again, thank you to Slim for letting me to come onto his channel. Give this video a like just for him, so it gets him all the revenue. Definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I'm going to be looking at the comments regularly just to see what you guys say, and I would really appreciate it if you come over to my channel and subscribe. So cheers guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you later.